Greetings everyone, and Grade here for another Company Heroes 2 or 1 replay. Spawn bottom left side as the Penalty Force, we got HuK. Spawn as the Wehrmacht forces, we got MrSleaze. Spawn north side as the British forces, we got MUERTE, butchered that name well enough. And spawn as the US forces, we got R4PTOR. How do you counter rifles with Grens? Generally, what's the match between the two, rifleman squads can get pretty nice, but it more relies on their veterancy. They have stronger veterancy, but of course it can't be upgraded with upgrade. Well, Wehrmacht, they have to rely on upgrades to make their units be a little bit better. Plus, there's always supporting compositions, like how well we place mortars, fire support with tanks, all that sort. I've been running those. I don't know why. Whenever I get some sort of bug, it just sticks around for a very long time. Pioneers engaging the scope rifle squad. Scope rifle squad is capturing up this cutoff sector, particularly this guy there. We do now have a jeep now deployed on the field. Heading grad for the flank. We do now have the G43 squad pushing on the flanks. Does pick a bit of a burst there from Jeep. Jeep has pushed pretty far forward. Volksgrenadiers and Pioneers now advancing.
No enemy contact. We're ready for orders.
Grenadiers push forward, though this guy is split up pretty far. I'm not sure where the other guys are at. Hopefully he's doing the squad split.
We are losing a sector.
G43 squad engaging the Jeep. G43s tend to do quite well versus light initial vehicles. Over here, just got Volksgrenadiers and Pioneers engaging the scope of squad. No docks selected by the Pennsylvania player just yet.
The enemy is attacking a petrol depot.
Engineers getting knocked around a little bit. He's trying to save his fuel sector. It is reverting back. Flag is being raised by, I'm guessing, by counterweight.
The enemy is attempting to seize a fuel point.
Engineers do fall back. Rifle squad now advancing. Grenadiers to take a little bit damage. Not exactly sure. I'm not exactly know how all the bugs are exploited. But it is a bit of an exploit. It allows you to rapidly capture up many sectors faster. That's what's intended. Now the Category take a little bit of damage there. Pioneers do fall back. Volksgrenadiers behind some good heavy cover there. Intersection push forward. Lieutenant inside the garrison. While he is supported by Lieutenant, when they are swapping between sectors, they are bugged out and they do move slowly. Scope rifle squad engaging this Pioneer. Pioneers will capture the cutoff sector, gain the income for this fuel sector, but the Volksgrenadiers will fall back away from it now. Inch 42 starting to suppress the scope rifle squad.
The enemy is seizing our territory.
Over here, do you have now the Grenadiers push way forward, gain a bit of damage to these various forces. Or infantry rifle squad taking some damage as well, or intersection, I should say. No, that's a rifleman squad. Our squad does fall behind that thick tree. Jeep push way forward, flamethrower as well. Down south with the Grand Carrier, upgrade the NMG carrier. Wait a second, I just realized something. Their ammo box isn't... Is that actually how it is in real life? The ammo box is in front of the plate?
Panzer, losing a fuel depot to the enemy.
Is that how it is in real life? Or is it just a really lazy modeling? That's not good. I have no idea at this point in time. Vickers now being put in the field, does cancel there. In Company Heroes 2, they made modifications to the model where the hull-mounted machine gun could either be, of course, a Bren or a flamethrower for the Wasp. Or, and the top one is not a Bren. There's no Pinto Bren in that game. There's a Pinto Vickers K. So I'm not so sure. Scope squad taking some fire. You think it's as a model issue? You'd be surprised how weird some of the British designs were in World War II. Jeep does go down there.
Even now.
After all, the AVRE, the Churchill AVRE, the loader is not in the turret. The loader is underneath the gun at the, well, base of the turret, where when it needs to be reloaded, he has to reach up, flip the mortar tube outwards, which it is actually like a mortar pestle, if I remember correctly. Then he shoves the round up there, flips it back in, and that's how you load up the Churchill AVRE.
Achtung. The enemy is impacting Kampfgruppe Leer's victory
And then you, of
point.
course, got vehicles like the Archer, which is just straight up a backwards Valentine.
Form up. Dead. Over.
Flamethrower squad will easily get forcing back. Folks are going to take a bit of fire there. They got double sniper here. And G42 being slowed down by snipers, which if the bridge player is playing close enough attention, you will see him being slowed down by that. Excuse me. Fire squad behind some heavy cover. They've got bar right squad upgrade. Another Pentagon does inside the garrison, so he's going to be firing out from multiple angles. He alerted his teammate there's now bars. He's raised the bar of damage. Got, looks like all four guys that are remaining firing. But he's going to take a bit of damage there. Bar of squads are slowly picking away. I don't know if both players have medics.
One of our sectors has been cut off.
US player's going for his medics now, or his triage center, I should say. I think Cup Heroes 2 is generally pretty fine. It does improve a lot of stuff. Cup Heroes 3... yeah, no thanks. Oh, and for the remake, there's also... you can get it on iPad. Snipers may get overran here.
Base is under attack.
Folks need to get wiped on out when the snipers get wiped on out. This is not looking good. Pack 38 rolls a miss. Sniper taking severe damage there. Being body blocked by his own M242. M242 does sit on up there. Sniper does go down. M242 goes down. You could try dismounting and stealing it. I don't know why. Ready for the closest friends. Got stormtroopers on the field. It looks like it's being a little bit desperate there.
Comrades HQ
No
is in
defense
serious
doctrine,
peril.
just stormtroopers, which may or may not be upgraded to Panther at the moment. Cup Heroes 2, when it comes to graphics and other effects, is relatively similar to Cup Heroes 1. Cup Heroes 3, not so much. Whoever made the graphics and all that sort in Cup Heroes 3 definitely took out pages out of the book of Dawn of War 3, which was not good pages. Let's see, try to steal that MG42 unsuccessfully. And the Renegade was repaired on up the repair ability, but got the MMG carrier. So the Wehrmacht player is not in a good position right now. The Wehrmacht player has a well, no, there's two Pioneers there. They are closer to death than they would like. Handcheck rolls a miss there. Yep, the Wehrmacht player has lost pretty much everything. But he, of course, has Lord Dodgers gone for as well, Blitzkrieg, and probably will get a stew or two. And rely on Stormtroopers for AT with Panda Shreks. That's what I'm guessing is going to happen. It's probably the best thing he can do
We
at
are
the moment.
losing ground.
Let's see. I was turned off on Computer 3 as soon as I found out they didn't make. Yep, I actually. Here's a funny thing about that. I never knew Italians didn't have their own faction, even though I played the game, because I stopped playing it after 4 hours because I hated it. I never knew Italians didn't have their own faction until like years later. That's how far I got into it. NMG carrier does go down. Rebel Burn carrier is still alive. 2 G43 Panzer Grenadiers here. There are plenty of windows from the fire from this side, but there's a lot of squads leaving. Plus, it is inspired by a lieutenant. Lieutenant says shoot your gun, and they are shooting their gun. Is 24. Panzer Grenadiers here to support.
Attention, the enemy advances.
We got a glider here, so there was some commandos deployed in the field. So commando doctrines been deployed in the field. I always love to see anything that's not raw artillery, because raw artillery is 99% of all doctrinal selections for the Brits, it seems like. Pascal's firing. I'm sort of surprised he's able to range it. That may be British deep. Nope, that's an actual barrage. I think it's British 25-pounder barrage from the commando doctrine. 4 rounds landed, 5 rounds. That could be U.S. infantry. Yeah, the 25-pounder barrage from the commandos doesn't drop that many rounds, like 4 rounds. So that could be the U.S. going for infantry.
The enemy
Has
is
a little
seizing our
pool.
territory.
Greyhound, which could suggest infantry, but that's not really a guarantee. It's funny how they couldn't make the Italians their own faction. Here's how I would handle a lot of faction design when it comes to company heroes.
We are losing
Multiplayer
ground.
can be a little bit on the unrealistic side of what units and how many units they can pull on the field. While in the campaign, they can make it as realistic as they need to.
We are
Like,
losing
the Italians
territory.
could have the P40, but that'd be more of a multiplayer unit, while in campaign, they'll probably just have to use Lend-Lease, Panzer IVs, Panzer IIIs, and what other items they had. Didn't the Elephant get deployed in Italy?
Comrades report the enemy has
Oh, looks like
destroyed
the
a vehicle.
Kenigrad has gone down. Best use of Burgundy to get that recovered. Oh yeah, it did. The Elephant was deployed in Italy. A vehicle that's known for having its engine catch on fire when going up slopes.
Anti-tank
It was into a
telemines are
country
ready, my
filled with
comfortable.
mountains, aka slopes. Good damage on the riflemen. Greyhound skirmishing around. No AT asset here for the Pensley players, so this Greyhound can get a lot of work done. I doubt we're going to see AT grenades. These squads who fall back. These explosions are from the Stu, who are
Your
he's
capturing
pretty far
speed has
forward.
increased.
I have no idea who Doc is. Elephant's been around in a couple of heroes too since the very beginning. Hand track fired from the stormtroopers.
Hetzer tank is now available.
Scope Off squad does get suppressed. Stewart pushes way forward. Some damage here on the Bolt's Grenadiers. I'm not sure why they would add the Elephant to him. Rommel is more known for a lot of field conversion stuff.
Losing ammunition depot.
I mean, there's a reason why there's a lot of cool field conversion items in Steel Division 1944, which they could easily make a German faction out of a lot of converted equipment, like French half-tracks of Pack 40, French half-tracks with 12 mortars loaded in the back of it. Looks like there are some landmines here. There is a color mine here. The Panzer player has gone for a tank hunter. Ooh. destroyed in a crit. This should be down to 0 health. But I don't know if there's anything nearby to finish it off. 2-2 is going to charge up there to finish it off. That's a good idea. There goes the Greyhound. Let's on out of there for the wounded one. Make another shot off into it.
An enemy unit.
Does get escape.
Infantry in section.
Huntsman is hitting up north. You have a good shot there onto the Piet Sappers.
We are losing a sector. The enemy is weakening even now.
Panzergrenadiers do fall back. Thought that Panzergrenadier may have picked up a bar based on what I was hearing, but I could be mistaken about that. Are to keep an eye on tiny little rifles when they're sprinting away. Panzergrenadiers push way forward. Our squad easily falls on back. Got a lot of freighters over here. Huh. No, that's not the leaflet papers. The leaflet papers don't stay on the map. So I'm not sure what the option is. Oh yeah, the Wehrmacht player's gone for Blitzkrieg. Yeah, stormtroopers and Schnooks. Why did I think it was propaganda war? Looks like the captain's this region. Captain does go down. The Schnooks taking severe damage. Does get destroyed by the 17-pounder. Mortar half track firing away. Half track still hit the schoolboy squad a little bit. Stormtroopers backing off, no fetch down for them. They should at least get efficiency 1 to get the health regen. Stuart advancing, can't fire its gun, it is destroyed. And looks like the Grenadiers, may I just finish off with Panzerfaust? He is going to finish off with Panzerfaust. Never mind. Of course, I hate the random crits in this game. No, the main destroy crit on the Stuart is white. Out of control crit makes it unselectable. Got a head start for 4, good number of Grenadiers here. Greyhound firing away, now for C1. It's going to fall back. This project cleaning station is quite damaged. Heads are now falling back there. As Grenadiers pushing away forward. What do we say is the least played doctrine across all factions? I would say it's almost guaranteed to be the British Forces Royal Engineers. And that one's actually more of a uncontested in that fact.
Victory reserves.
Because all of the Wehrmacht doctrines are pretty well liked. The US has 2 preferred doctrines, the Pink Armor Company and the Infantry Company. The SW was charged by the British Commandos. This is a Stormtrooper squad.
Hetzers are now available for deployment.
The US Airborne does see some play, mostly in counter-sniper role. Drops a Panther Strike there. And Airborne does have a place in the game. For Panzer Elite, in team games, Scorched Earth is usually default, but Luftwaffe ground forces and tank hunter are still pretty popular. British forces, there's a reason why I say 95% of the time, British forces, they select Royal Artillery. Royal Engineer is probably the least selected doctrine I follow in all of my replays. And I would say British Commandos is second least picked as well. Panther squad does fall back. There is a teller mine there, which could take out the Greyhound, maybe this time around. Our squad moving over there does not find the teller mine.
We are losing a sector. We have gained the ability to instruct the troops on tank awareness.
Still firing away. Mortar half track hitting the 17-pounder. Just sitting out of range. Another AT had started deployed in the field. So right now there is currently 3 of them. Telemine still exists. There is a US sniper. There's another telemine there, which could be quite nice. What the hell? Well, 2-2 took out a hit by a landmine and did a 360 in front of the because of that. I don't know why. Grenadiers push way forward, engaging the AT gun. Tomatoes had picked up a Panzer Shrek. Mottos here for stormtroopers engaging, throwing out a bundle grenade onto the BX squad. He does largely avoid it, took some splash damage there. We got some artillery, British artillery being brought in. And yet, I still don't believe we've seen the US doctrine yet. Commandos charging way forward, getting some good damage from the commandos on those stormtroopers. He did not get wiped out there. He threw a smoke grenade, camouflaging them. And actually took almost no damage from that shot there. I first thought it was a squad wipe, but nope, smoke grenades.
Welcome to our Schützentrupp, Grenadiers.
Sherman Firefly. Good pen there. Command tank.
The enemy is seizing our territory.
Stormtroopers pushing forward. I think there's 3 Pentrix, maybe just 2 there. Looks like just 2. Mono Pentrix getting some good damage there. Stormtroopers have been spotted.
The enemy advances.
Get some good hits there. Firefly may go down. Pack 38 push way forward. Mono take a hit there. Firefly takes severe damage. Pack 38 rotating around. Stormtroopers falling back.
Capable of larger squads.
Pioneers, looks like they're trying to salvage the carcass there. Firefly does got a control there. Pack 38 almost gets destroyed. Up north, Panzer Grenadiers catching that VP. Rocket squads are advancing. Greyhound as well. Destroyed AT gun there.
We are losing ground. 200 points is inadequate.
Far rifle squads push way forward. Another M1 AT gun push way forward. Panzer Grenadiers do get wiped on out. These forces push way forward, and we've got a Tiku Panzer now floating the field.
Our supply lines are broken. We have terrible.
Greyhounds push way forward, takes a 10 there. Damage is quick down to 2-2. Packed or M1 AT gun shot down on the Hetzer. Good pen there. Greyhound's a little bit blackened. Severe damage to the Greyhound now.
We must protect our munitions from enemy advances.
Greyhound does manage to escape on out of there. Another Hetzer floating view. Two Panzer and Volkswagen is pushing forward, trying to perhaps reclaim his MG42.
Our forward supply lines are broken.
Gets splashed by his teammates. Mortar half track a little bit there.
Superiority once again.
Command tank's still alive. Panzer Grenadier shooting way forward. He does have the 4-man squad.
Enemy unit eradicated.
Those forces do fall back. Up here, we do have Panzer Grenadiers pushing forward. There's an AT gun here. Double US sniper deployed in the field. Looks like both sides are having trouble fighting. AT guns hitting the wall, so is the Hetzers. We do have these commandos here revealed. Panzer Grenadiers are stormtroopers straight forward. There's 3, 4 Panzer trucks there.
We have eliminated the enemy once more.
70 pounder being redeployed. We may see a bomber grenade in this
Down to
trench.
100 points.
About ready to be revealed. Tiger tank push forward. Rolls a miss there. Another Hetzer on field, so knock out 4 Hetzers. The Wehrmacht ally may want to get a repair buck to help him out with repairs. Firefly advancing. 4 pinch strikes. I don't think it will take it out one volley. One would probably miss. Bullet 2 will miss. Fire tank may soften up with a shot. Stormtroopers have been revealed. Fires. He got 1, maybe 2 bounces there. That did a lot less damage than expected. I saw at least 1 bounce. Firefly takes another hit there. Stormtroopers backing off. Hetzer went down for the AT gun. Panzer Grenadiers straight forward. Panzer Grenadiers capturing that VP now. Right now the Axis players are down to minimal VPs. 54 and counting down rapidly. They have triple capturing against them. Their opponents are at 485, which is nearly the max out, normal, 500. Shots there. Off artillery running. Members roar. Wait, that's British commando artillery. It looks like it was just decoy barrage. So these guys may need to fall back. There's nothing left in this region, so Pantrix can clean up everything. 17 pounder goes down. Oh, and it looks like the command tank took a hit there from a flanking Hetzer. So just straight forward. A lot of wounded guys there. Blitzkrieg player does not have any offensive artillery.
We have eliminated the enemy once more.
Command tank has gone down. Field HQ could go down. British player is starting to disintegrate. He does have his HQ back here and healing and can number infantry squads. His armor HQ is probably somewhere safe. Where exactly, I'm not exactly sure. Bounce there. Bar's going to try and get a sticky bomb. Doesn't specify mortar. Pastor does go down. Tiger tank engaging. Piets roll miss and bounce because Piets are very unreliable. We do have a radio detector here. Our squad does take a hit there. Panzer Grenadiers engaging that M1 AT gun. It's SU-1. Fire tank keeps repairs on the front line, destroys that item. Stormtroopers push straight forward. 4 men total, 4 Panzertricks in total. Boy, that marks him there, takes out a grenade there, and loses one of the Stormtroopers. His teammate asks him to go fall back. Incendiary mortar there can help cover his retreat. SU-2 on the Wehrmacht tanks now. As the lead player has claimed this VP and is trying to siege down this forward HQ. Do have some US landmines here.
The enemy is impacting.
I think that Greyhound may went down to this tower mine. Forward HQ is about ready to get sieged down.
We have lost a unit.
Hetzer goes down. Forward HQ is alive, barely. AT gun does get decrewed there. Wehrmacht player or Wehrmacht player has captured this sector, so is the central one. So they do have capture in their favor. They can't really be. Ooh, I saw a brief moment where that thing was recrewed. Must have got pretty good splash damage there. Another field support truck going field. I'm not sure where the armored command truck is. I don't think it went down. May have. Good there. Tiger tank does get a good shot. Sniper engaged the Pioneer. Sniper creeping away.
Enemy unit eradicated.
Rifle squad gets exploded. Rifle squad push way forward. Far right squad pushes forward and some damage on these forces. Gets ripped apart there, honestly. Push way forward. Do you have a dropped weapon here? Is it drop Ren? Looks like. Nope, it's drop bar.
The unique Yak Hunter can now be called to remote locations.
Yag Panther has been deployed in the field. Don't think the Yag Panther is super great at the moment. Even though the script says, oh, effective against all targets, it really only feels like it's effective versus vehicles. And that's about it. Incendiary mortar there gets pretty good hit. Burning the Piet Sappers pretty badly there. British forces pushing on the flank.
On the field. We have the ability to deploy Yak Hunter, heavy tank destroyer.
Sniper push way forward. Stormtroopers advancing. 2 Panstrucks here. Get some good hits on that field support truck. The British players can disintegrate even more. Ooh, 40 wipes out that squad as well. Tiger Tank, Veggie 3, 33 kills, 2 vehicle kills. This Tiger Tank, it feels like it's doing a bit more damage than a normal Tiger Tank. Trying to go 17 pounder there. Emergency 17 pounder. He must have lost his armored command truck. Let's click on him. I thought he had he's lost his armored command truck at one point in time. You can always bring in tech charts. At this point in time, maybe an HQ glider for some Piet commanders wouldn't be half bad. Put those guys in a trench and be very hard for the Vermin Fire to displace them. 10 pounder takes a direct hit there. 70 pounder down the field, takes a direct hit there from Stu. Yag Panther engages the Fort HQ. Blitzkrieg not active. They need a plug from the Stu. There goes the 70 pounder and left the permanent marker there. Damage right there on the Tiga Panzer. Stu is plugged at the moment. British player taking a lot of hits there and now on fire, and that is the retreat point. The models get exploded by a mortar. His studio grenade is not researched. British players cast the GG. And now all the players are casting the GGs. I think the US player is currently idle. Yep, and the US player is losing some stuff as well, so it looks like the game is over. So we're going to fast forward the rest of it as the various armed forces make way forward. And that is the end of the replay. This is Android saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.